know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking together, 'cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say is then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes love exception. So why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, my baby. All right, cuties. I need you guys to let me know if you can hear me okay. I am on a new mic. A new mic. Is it too loud? Am I crystal clear? Let me know. Let me know. My little test record was awesome. So put it in the chat for me. This is a power hour. I do have members only later. And we'll definitely thank you, Cleopatra. Thank you, Gail. All right, excellent. Look, another live. Well, I'm getting right into it because it is a power hour. If I don't even know if I want to do this, I took so many pages of notes while listening to Mel's live earlier today. And then for those of you that are working and had to be spectacious and couldn't hear it in its entirety, I'll also upload two parts. So one will be uploaded 1 hour shortly and the other later on. Members only is at, if I'm not mistaken, 7:30 Central Standard Time, Danya. But she done. Mel is done. Okay? Shout out to those that's joined me. We're going to discuss, and as I put in the chat, heavy is the head that wear the crown. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. Ebony, thank you for joining the Cutie Crew. Cake Lady, thank you as well for joining the Cutie Crew. I'll see you guys tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Who is that? Girl, keep it short and classy. You said, hey, Chit Chat Mods and Cuties, always watching you from the bushes. Love your channel and watching your channel. Shout out to Melody Shari. Love you, Mel. Yes, we do. First of all, thank you so much, girl, keep it short and classy, for dropping out the bushes. And you're absolutely right. I am with you on that. Love you, Melody Shari. My thing is this. How much, honestly, how much can one person really take? And I'm going to let you know the keywords that I picked up on where I know she's done. Mine's is too, Sammy. I was on the phone with Pink Diva about an hour ago or after Mills Live, and the both of us said the same thing. I'm sad for Mel. And yes, I don't see how anyone can't have a heavy heart. I'm just going to break it down, and then we're going to go ahead and get into some of these notes. There would be no Love in Merritt Huntsville without the story of Melody Cherie, not Martell Holt. Because if it was left up to Martell, all that shit would have been behind closed doors, keep it in a home, and don't say shit. But make no mistake about it, when it comes to Black excellence, yes, that's what we were sold on. But what sold was Mel's story, Mel's openness, Mel's transparency in one of the toughest moments of her life. This show wasn't picked up season after season in the beginning because of no goddamn Black excellence, period. Carlos, you know it. So much so, Carlos, that once upon a time, this was you. This was season 1. Keep telling your story, girl. Keep living in this pain. He wanted all of that. We haven't seen no Black excellence with Wanda running through the goddamn parking lot trying to attack Mel. I could go on and on and on. Martell Holt, we haven't seen it from day one. But when it comes to Mel and her movements and her actions, she didn't have to come out here season 1 and ask us, what do you guys want to see? Like Marceau and Tisha did a couple weeks ago. And that let me know then, oh shit, Mel may be gone. That's what let me know first, even though we have been thinking about it. You know what I mean? We have been picking up these clues. But when Marceau and Tisha came out here and wanted to know what we want to see 9 seasons in, that let me know, oh, they probably just learned of this today. They probably just learned that Mel ain't coming back. And I'm going to just break it down before we get into it. The key words that I heard Mel say was, what once was castmates of mine. Once was is past tense. She gone. She gone. And can we blame her? Absolutely not. I know I can't. Did I want her to stay for one reason and one reason only? Because this is the shit that she created selfishly. I did. But as a woman and as a human, hell no. Look what's happened. Looks what happened. Workplace retaliation is a key word that she used. We're going to get into that. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get into it now. What I feel like happened when Mel mentioned workplace retaliation was from none other than this guy. And what he did is he made sure to offer anybody that was willing to sell their damn heart to the devil more screen time, a new contract, all of the above. And for me, those people that were willing, top of the list, Destiny Payton. Top of the list, Destiny Payton. Miss Grooming herself. After that, we got long toenail ass, Nell Fletcher. Kimmy amped it up, didn't she? Kimmy amped it up. All the other ones for me had already been showing that. Tisha, Marceau. But those 3 in particular, we know Destiny just crazy. We're going to get into her breakdown as well. We're going to get into the timeline of the damn friendship. I know, I'm not going to say we because I don't like when people say we to me or y'all. I know Destiny has been willing to do any damn thing when it comes to hurting or attempting to Melody Cherie. But the straw that broke the camel's back, baby, one of them is this whole grooming thing for Mel. Now, just to go over that real quick, Mel broke down the timeline of her and Destiny's associateship. I don't even want to say friendship, but she broke down how she met Destiny in 2018 because LeBaric was a close friend of Martell Holt. So before then, Mel didn't even know this chick at all. 2018, okay? Destiny wasn't even living in Huntsville or anything. So they didn't really have a chance to hang out. Then in 2019, Destiny married LeBaric. Mel was supposed to be in the wedding, she said, but she was pregnant with Sugar Mama. We all know what happened right after she gave birth to Sugar Mama, but that was damn near still year one. She met Destiny end-ish or whenever, 2018. 2019, Destiny and LeBaric get married. Mel couldn't be in the wedding because she was pregnant. And we know what happened in 2020. Somebody put it in the chat. Mel left Martell in April of 2020. How is Destiny so damn effective when it comes to this associateship? And I know that's not a word that she had with Melody Cherie. So much so, she got a crazy ass life coach, homegirl Dion over there trying to, get her through it. Oh my God. Get her through. Girl, you didn't even know her like that. But when it comes to grooming, when was the time, Destiny? And then even when it comes to Mel's receipts that she dropped. Wait a minute now. Somebody grooming you, but you damn near begging. Damn, can I go with y'all in Nashville? When me and Law can go. Where you at now, sis? Okay, what you doing now? When would who seeks out? I'm talking about a grown ass woman. Somebody that you've labeled a groomer. Where they do that at? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Welcome, Pisces life. Where they do that at? Now, if children are groomed, then a lot of times they do grow up seeking out the attention of, Stockholm syndrome, all of that. We talking about an overgrown ass woman. But where was the time? That's what I want to know. Where was the time? And I think Mel want to know the same goddamn thing. How was it possible? It wasn't. But when it comes to this here and what seems to me that is to come, a lawsuit, I don't blame her. I don't blame her. And she broke down this synopsis or description of the episode that will air on February 8th. Because we'll read it again, and then I'm going to get through more of what she said in her live. Kimmy and Melody argue over Melody's double standards. That whole situation of what they're talking about is Kimmy being upset that Mel mentioned something to her from social media. And those of us that watched social media and the Melometers was absolutely what Mel said. Discuss the whole first half of this season. They and I wondered, why did they pull back? Because we talked about it. We was like, damn, can y'all send some checks? So it was okay for them to discuss The millimeters who are social media based. But Mel, don't you dare say anything about Kimmy about what's on social media. Second part, Destiny claims Martell and Melody groomed her. Mel got a problem with that. Groomed her for a threesome. And as she stated in her live, there was no fact checking. There was no asking her, hey, Mel, Destiny said this. What are your thoughts? Did this happen? So when she say a workplace retaliation, that's exactly what she means as far as what happened and what we've watched. And shout out to my Vegas background. And I said this myself. We know that Mel called Carlos out, rightfully so, in my opinion, as far as him being a toxic leader. Carlos didn't say a damn thing. Not out in these streets. But what he did do is work on that cast. That was his retaliation to her. Make no mistake about it. But let's break it down. When she started her live, and again, I'll upload both for you guys for if you didn't see it, and it'll be without commentary, only, me at the beginning and end. But she said that it was so disheartening that she had to come out and do this. And she said that she had really been silent more on purpose so she can hear more. She said that she has not watched one episode this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Not a single one. But she's caught some clips here and there. But I'm going to say again what she said, and we'll continue because a lot of you guys may have missed it. She mentioned what once was her castmates. So again, she gone. She said that, in the near future, this was really a one and done as far as this 2-hour live that she did today. But she said in the near future or in the future, I don't know if it's going to be near, she will have an interview to discuss. And I took that as she's going to have an interview to go over her exit from Love and Marriage Huntsville. But what was puzzling to Mel and what's been puzzling to us that's been watching this show, how does the victim end up being made out to be the villain? Carlos, how does the victim of this bald-headed Negro, of this raggedy chick, I wish I had the whole cast, but here they go. How does the victim end up being made out to be villains? Kimmy and Maurice ain't gave us shit since season 1. Nothing. So that means there wouldn't have been a season 2 without, again, Mel. Marceau and Tisha hasn't given us shit. That means, again, there wouldn't have been a season 2. Show wouldn't have been picked back up without Mel's story. Now everybody want to go to work. Now Kimmy want to just come straight out of pocket. Marceau want to know what y'all want to see from us. What the hell have we been seeing? And we know that Marceau threatened to walk season 2 because Martell Hope was talking about Marceau cheating then. We're watching now. And for those of you that are on Patreon, we will continue. Friday, we'll be watching Love and Marriage Huntsville season 1, episode 14, I believe. I don't know where we are. 13. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're watching in real time. And I may just have to go ahead and do something going forward on YouTube. Because, they want the receipts and they won't prove we got them. But in the first season, Martell was saying the same exact thing that he came out here and said when it comes to Marceau's alleged side chick then. And because of that, Marceau was ready to quit the show. Do you guys remember Carlos's other podcast? And Marceau and Tisha sat down with him. What was it called? I'm not talking about the one that came on after Love and Marriage Huntsville. This was on Spotify and all of that. In that sit down, Carlos, and I promise you I'm going to find the audio, told Marceau, no, don't talk about your personal life. Just talk about your business. In order to keep Marceau on this show. Because of that, again, Love in Maritinesville wouldn't have been picked up for no second season. But you use this lady's pain, her real story, and something that she was so brave enough to come out here and live in her authentic self. People say she came out here and got on reality TV just because you could leave a Negro without reality TV. Ask me. She ain't need to do that. But if she just so happened to be on this real reality TV, what was she supposed to do? Lie? We saw this lady come out living her truth and try, even while being in season 1, to keep her marriage intact. Tried. We saw Sugar Mama being born. We saw the baby shower. We saw all of that. That's why this show has been successful. So whoever wanted, it wasn't because again of Wanda, Maurice, Kimmy, Marceau, Tisha, none of them. And I throw old scoop ball head ass Martell in there because he was the party that was married to her, but she told their story. This is a message for Ariane Curry. It don't matter what your name would have been. It don't matter who you are. You still talking today with envy and anger towards somebody whose husband you was with. Still ain't claimed. Still ain't married. She left him. What you still talking for? But make no mistake about it. It could have been my name. I could have been, and oh Lord, just the thought just made me shiver. I could have been the bird. Your name wasn't important. The infidelity was the discussion. So that's for her. She feel like she got a spot. She feel like what story? I ain't about to get into her. This ain't about her. Anyway, Mel kept on saying that Carlos has not done his due diligence, and he hasn't, especially with the damaging buzzwords that's been put out here. And again, if you don't believe in, let me move my comment. If you don't believe in workplace retaliation, here it go. Here it go. Right in these first 2 sentences. There you go. That's how Carlos got his get back. And like Mel said, her legacy is too important to allow some shit like that to be tied to her. I hope that, and I believe based off of what I witnessed today, that there's a lawsuit coming. I checked before I went live just now and said, well, let me see if they removed that description. They didn't. Carelessness. Carelessness. He never was Nikki. But guess what? Carlos know. And I've always said, I would hold on, guys. Let me take a swallow of water. Who don't want to come out here and big up a black man in the producing space? People want to try to act like people just have these strong thoughts and opinions for nothing. I would have loved to have been able to come out here and, like I felt in the beginning, especially when I saw this brother got this woman's side like this, I would have loved, and I wouldn't care who the woman was. If this is how he rolled with women, absolutely. He would get the utmost respect from me. Now that changed. That changed as his money and pockets grew. And yes, she's right. He's made her out to be the victim. She said that Things that's been put out weren't even asked. She wasn't even asked if it was true or not, meaning the statement and other things. And the reason why Carlos didn't ask is he didn't want the truth. That's what she said. The production company didn't want the truth. And the reason why, Mel said, because the truth wouldn't have aligned with their agenda. Baby, that's a whole word. No, we can't. Destiny said it, so we gonna believe it. Well, that's what we gonna put out there. But if they would have came to Mel with the truth and Mel would have shot that shit down, like she said, with receipts, then the agenda is over. It's gone. She said that he and his team have just stayed quiet. And they have. When it comes to everything that basically she been going through, dealing with Martell and the court issues. But there were parts of Mel's life where I really saw hurt. You know what I mean? She didn't cry or anything like that. But when she spoke about how the cast knew about that revenge P, I saw heartbreak. And I thought to myself, damn, that's sad. We've been talking about it. I told you guys when Marceau came out here and put that post up on Facebook 2 years later that was some BS. How you coming out here now on Facebook talking about we've been knowing about the revenge P for 2 years? Reason why you saying that now is because Mr. Martell been busting you out. But if that wasn't the case, y'all would have continued to sit on that? Seriously? I saw heartbreak, even though, baby, she was sitting up there with a head held high and a smile on her face. I saw heartbreak. How could you not be affected by that? They sitting back laughing and joking. We saw the preview of Marceau that's coming on the reunion. He was showing the people. He was acting like his wife was sucking somebody else's. And all, y'all, do you realize what's coming out your mouth? And I remember that Marceau was so upset with what Martell said to him that he demanded an apology from Martell because of his kids. And here y'all ass is sitting on information like this, laughing and joking about it. And y'all don't give a damn about her kids. That is making the victim the villain. That's hatred there. That's some scary shit. But then she spoke about Kimmy. Kimmy, who ain't never had this energy. What she has had, though, is hatred. What she has had, though, is jealousy. Again, we are watching it. Season 1. And the last episode of them being at that cabin in Tennessee, baby, you got to go take a second look if you haven't already. Tisha especially got so much joy talking about the infidelity. And even then, Tisha wasn't saying shit about Mel cheating. She said Martell. We know down the line, and we'll continue to watch that as well. Down the line, Tisha started saying, well, I mean, Martell is telling the truth. Martell called Kimmy ass a side chick from day one. He a good guy. Now, I don't know if this is true. I'm going to go and put this banner up, but it's been said. And I think that, hell, maybe there's some truth to it. I don't know. What I'm saying is for entertainment purposes only, and it is alleged. But allegedly, Jalen's daddy was a married man. Could that be why Kimmy got so much softness in her heart for Ariana Curry? Oh no, Martell, she's not a side chick. Mel mentioned same shit that a lot of people have been saying. And again, I've been around as far as my support before the title, before the Mellow Meter title. So a lot of us started supporting her because of number one, damn, that nigga doing all that shit to her. Number two, damn, these women on her cast not even supporting her. And Mel said it. Not a single one of them ever cared or checked on her in that way as far as what she was going through. But Kimmy, we know, again, we watch, flip the whole script at the reunion. Mel got the timelines, the screenshots, July 19th, 2024, 21-minute phone call that started at 1:30 p.m. Child, they went to 106 Jefferson Street, all of that. And they were cool. Mel also talked about how when Kimmy came over to her house, and it was exclusive receipts, child, that was in my live yesterday. Shout out to everybody where I saw them receipts at. I hope y'all said my name. But anyway, Mel spoke about yesterday in my live how after that scene where Kimmy came with gossip about everything that Trish was saying about Mel, Kimmy went to Mel's house. Mel welcomed her in her home. They sat there and discussed things, hashed things out, so much so that Kimmy stayed after the camera crew packed up they shit and left. And they sat there as girlfriends and chatted and laughed and talked and ate. Zero issues. But baby, at the reunion, Mel feel like a task was given to Kimmy. I do too. By none other than Carlos King. Because Mel was confused. Wait a minute now. We discussed this. We hashed this out. We sat there. We laughed. We kiki. Girl, what is you talking about on this reunion stage? Where this coming from? Yeah, when Carlos shopped them Scots around in LA, I don't know if that was before the reunion or after. They had already gotten a task then. They probably didn't know, unless we'll see it on the reunion. They probably didn't know that Mel was leaving or had left. But the child, we see it. The writing has been on the wall. She spoke about the bachelorette party and how after that discussion, when she got up to leave, Nell even pulled her to the side. Ooh, wait a minute, Mel gotta go. Pulled the photographer over there. We gotta get pictures. We gotta get pictures. Everything was all good. She said Destiny even tried to run her crazy arse up there and jump in the pit. Wait a minute, not the groomer, not the groom, the one that's been groomed. She ran up there trying to get in the pictures with Mel. But she said all that to say that was cool. They was cool after that. Nell Fletcher flipped the script on her ass too. I'm gonna get to that. But anyway, the whole Maurice arrest situation. Mel says she reached out to Kimmy to check on her. How are you? Also, we saw Kimmy and Maurice and Marceau at Mimosas with Mel. Mel sent her pictures and videos and all of that. Sent a touching video of a lady that and Kimmy, a lady and Kimmy had this long discussion on video. And Mel said she didn't know what they were talking about, but she knew it had to have been deep. After she sent that to Kimmy, Kimmy responded to her and let her know that lady was a cancer survivor. They were cool, texting each other and all of that. And then we saw Kimmy at that reunion, baby. Rah, rah. So, is Mel making all this up? Are we blind? But she said that her and Kimmy had conversations with resolution. And one thing that Mel know, and she said, and we know, there's a person, and most of them in reality TV, when it comes to producing, they don't want resolution. Where's the fun in that? Where's the drama in that? Where's the continued seasons in that? Carlos definitely don't want no damn resolution. Well, not with when it comes to their issues with Mel. Carlos want resolution when it comes to Martell, though, don't he? Always wanted resolution when it comes to all the bullshit that Martell has done that should have landed his ass off this show. Where was the workplace retaliation for Martell Holt? Carlos. Even in the clip on the reunion, we see Carlos jumping up out his seat, getting all up in Martell's face like a little biatch. For me, that's how I looked at it. What was all the theatrics for? Overly excited when it comes to Martell Holt. But according to Mel Child, somebody was on record. There's a recording of somebody being told that they were on ice because they support Mel and the Millimeters. Who y'all think that was? My first thought, and I know that was ghetto. I said it like that on purpose. Who y'all think that was? My first thought was Kimmy. But now that I think about it, I think that was Sonny Minks. I think that was Sonny Minks. And I think that's why Sonny Minks won't be back. There is recording. Somebody that support Mel and the Millimeters. Sonny Minks. Okay, we on the same page, baby. We on the same page. They don't care about Marquez. I'm sorry. Somebody put Marquez in there. Marquez support of Mel is not needed because Carlos already got what he want when it comes to Trish and Ken. And we've seen that same formula, the same damn formula has been used against Marquez. They've made Marquez out to be the villain. Same formula. So yeah, I know he's there, but he's not needed. And that's nothing against Marquez. I like Marquez. You know what I mean? I want him to continue to tell his story and continue to be there for his kids. But we know that Trish came out and said when Marquez provided the receipts, dude, you fucking up the money. Basically, stick to the script. But while you sticking to the script, me and Ken gonna dog your ass out. Marquez wasn't down for it. So yeah, I think it was Sonny Minks. And yeah, I think that's definitely why Sonny won't be back next season. You know? But Mel even went into, her support of Kimmy. She spoke about how when Kimmy was going through cancer, we saw that on the show, but there was a lot of things that was done off of the show. As far as Mel being what? A woman supporting another woman. Something that we haven't seen from these women on this show when it comes to Mel. And she said that Kimmy never showed up for her. And she hasn't. See, in season 1, Tisha was leaning towards looking to Mel as what she was, the blueprint, learning from her, all of that. And I saw Kimmy sit in that beauty shop. We just watched it and put a stop to that. No, if anybody, you're going to be looking up to me in so many words. She let Tisha know, red flag. Tisha was just going with her heart. Mel also went into somebody reaching out. That somebody was Tisha. This is how loyalty is set up. This is how you know when it's in you, it's just in you. But she mentioned Tisha reaching out to her for advice. And even in this live today, and Mel said, guess what? And I'm still not going to say what she reached out to me for. Who want to take a guess? Because I'm going to say Tisha absolutely Coley Company or Coley Co. That beauty shop scene, baby, that was before the wedding. But I'm going to say what I think Tisha reached out to. There you go, Peach. Peach Pecan, where is it? Niecy D. Tisha reached out to Mel, I think, for advice on possibly divorcing Marceau. And the reason why I feel like that really was the case is because, goddamn, Marceau and Tisha just happened to tell us on the live a couple weeks ago. Oh yeah, we was having some problem. We was about to break up. Yeah, we was going. Now we in therapy and this or that. We ain't hear shit about it on the show though, Carlos. But the loyalty, that's my type of friendship. That's just the way I move. I ain't coming out here talking about some shit that we talked about together. For what? Loyalty, even though you just said you've known about the revenge P for a couple years, I'm still not going to tell your shit. It's a lot of people that will really, really let loose. But that's why she blessed. Destiny talking about she vindictive. A vindictive person would have came out here and told everything. Even today, she said, and I'm still not going to say what we talked about. What? That is supporting a woman that never supported your ass. So when Wanda talking shit about Mel, that's why Wanda quiet. Because now that, in my opinion, Mel has exited the building, guess who gonna enter? Wanda. Now, if Mel is suing, I am gonna say this. I would also make sure don't mention me, period. Don't even insinuate that. Let's see what y'all can do. Don't even insinuate you talking about me, or remember when so and so. Don't say so and so. Don't say nothing if it was me. That's the thing about reality TV. You really do give these people everything. And in those contracts and all of that, they can still talk about shit and still move a certain way. But yeah, she still showed loyalty to Tisha even after Tisha sat on Carlos King's show on YouTube, and that revenge is real. The hell you just not saying it for now? Content creators been out here screaming it to the world. Everybody want to try to act like it's not true. And I be damned. There go Tisha admitting it. There go Marceau admitting it. Y'all admitted that shit to everybody but Mel. God forbid the same thing happen to your daughters. God forbid. You hold on to some shit like that. You dislike this woman that much for what? We wouldn't know you all without her. That's just the truth. We wouldn't know y'all. We wouldn't have seen your faces. And you won't even tell her some shit. That's low down and so hurtful. When you really sit in that and realize I don't care at all what happens to her. Tisha, you mad because you're marriage? Because she said, go check out yourself about your marriage. But you on there again, sitting in a hot tub talking about her marriage. You the one talked about the white BMW. You the one mentioned he had a girlfriend for 3 years. That was all you, Tisha. We are watching it now. But that why you held on? Where did the hate come from? Because make no mistake about it, this is hate. She spoke about Trish, child. Trish. She said the first time she heard about anything concerning Trish and Martell was on that girls trip. And frankly, she just didn't give a damn. But her and Trish also had a conversation about that. And she said, girl, look, that's before me. That's my past. It is what it is. She said Trish also asked her for advice as far as leaving corporate and starting a business and all. They ain't show us that though. Because if anybody they should be asking advice for when it comes to doing a goddamn thing on their own is Mel. Guess who they did show? Trish sitting across the office table from Kimmy. No, y'all remember that. Kimmy telling her the same damn advice that Mel told her, but they ain't show us Mel conversation. They just wanted the mess. So even when it comes to the sit down of Mel asking Trish about the driveway and how the house look and all that, that was produced. She mentioned all of that. Also said that what we didn't see is Trish told her that she know the bird. Trish told her that at the graduation party. Wait a minute now. Y'all didn't tell us that. And I don't even know if I believe it. Could that be a way where they are again making the victim the villain and workforce retaliation and pushing her off of her own damn show so they can possibly usher Ariana in with her dumb ass? I don't even know if I believe that because Ken is from Ohio. Just because he's from Ohio and the bird is from Ohio, I don't believe that they know each other. And that's based off of her own recordings that's been dropped out here. If she knew her, she would have said it in that because she talked too damn much. But do I think that they purposely told Trish to say that to Mel? Absolutely. Workplace retaliation. Um, Child, it was so much. They offered Mel some type of position, or I don't want to say they. Carlos, I believe, offered her a position, or maybe they wanted to be a TV manager for her. Put it in the chat. That part, because I'm like, wait a minute now. And she answered my question because I'm like, I know the hell they didn't offer her a position trying to get her off the show, but she cleared that up and said no. So I believe that they wanted to manage her. Team manager. Was it team manager or TV manager? I wrote down TV manager. He's not from Dayton. He's from another part of Ohio, but it's not Dayton. Okay. Whatever it was, she said no. All right. So Carlos, that's how a lot of us put it together. Well, Pink Diva put a comment over in Mel's live, and then that's how I got a little more clarification as well. And Mel mentioned. Okay, so Carlos wanted to be Mel's man. What about Dawn Michelle? Wait, you want to be her manager? She been doing this shit on her own. Manage what, sir? You want to further profit off of her? She said no. But what really, really happened, and we're going to get into Neil Fletcher, and then we're going to be out of here. Cutie Crew, we're going to continue to talk a little later. What the deal is this. She refused to go against her people, the Melometers, the Melody supporters, whatever you want to call yourself. And I believe that we have witnessed pressure. I'll never forget Mel went live on TikTok, and it had to have happened around that time where they wanted her to go against her people, because in that TikTok, she was visibly upset to me. Why would I go against people that support me? And around that time, we were watching episodes of them discussing the deplorable Marcel Scott Melometers. Marcel Scott, you got on your live and said, I know the producers wouldn't want anything from social media discussed. The Melometers are from social media. Your ass said that on the show. It was okay for the producers to say it then, but don't y'all dare. And they won't. They won't. Please believe they won't. Don't y'all dare mention what Martell got out there and said about me. But I could talk about these people and say they deplorable and all of that. The only way that you would even be able to come to that conclusion, Marceau, your conclusion, is if you were watching social media. But please believe Carlos ain't gonna make them talk about this chick. That's all he got left now. He told Kimmy to bring it. Kimmy brought it on that reunion stage. He gonna tell Wanda to bring it. Wanda ain't said shit in a couple years. She'll be back. I mean, in a couple months, maybe a month. She'll be back. Tisha, yeah, y'all want to see my mama? Your ass show ain't gave us shit. But being a lapdog and a yes sir to your husband, crying since season one, wanting to be independent. We wanted to. We put that in past tense. See, you being really independent, not just dressing up in office attire. But meanwhile, you're on your way to PTA meeting and all that. We saw you cry off the show, riding in the car with Marceau on live because you wanted to be independent. That's what Carlos want to see. He ain't never want to see a boss. He ain't that this right here was please give him another chance. Please. Yeah, he cheated. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Please don't leave. Please don't. Please don't. That's why Carlos look at Tisha as the ideal wife. Ain't nobody trying to dog Marceau out, but do I think Marceau has never cheated on Tisha? Heck, come on now. Come on now. But if Carlos could sell her as this is what you supposed to be, ladies, this right here, that's what we'll get. That's what y'all gonna get. It's crazy. But Nell Fletcher, child, Nell Fletcher has turned her back on Melody Cherie. She's another one that sold her soul to Carlos King. Now, Mel was really, really hurt, as she should have been, when she heard, shout out to the 2K watching, Nell Fletcher, child, Nell, Mel, and all them M's, relate her mentoring, in Nell's words, Mel, to her mother. And I said then that shit was low down to ever come out of somebody's mouth. Nell Fletcher said that. I told y'all then, and look, I love me some Mel. Love me some you guys. Fuck y'all if my mama dying. I ain't coming and sit down talking with nobody but her. Nell Fletcher said she left her mama, child. She left her mama. That was low down. Nell Fletcher said that on purpose so that could be out here about Melody Cherie. She's done with them too. I don't blame her. Can you tell me what Mel needed mentoring for? It was Martell that was cheating. Mel said she called Nell Fletcher upset one time, and that's when Martell Holt stole that $17,000. And that was just as a friend. Hell yeah, I'm calling everybody. I can't believe this nigga done took my goddamn money. But for Nell Fletcher to say I was there for her instead of my mama that was dying, oh, you too want to ruin this girl. And she picked up on it. You too wanted to make the victim the villain. What you was saying was, she don't give a damn about me. And my mama was dying. She look at that. She's horrible. Now, Fletcher, you better go somewhere with that. Ain't no way in the goddamn world. And if you did, you dumb as hell. But if you did leave your dying mother, you was leaving her for Martell. He's the one that needed mentoring. Then we come to find out, hell, he wasn't even getting that from Chris. Because Chris was trying to hook him up with women. And people, this is just in case people wondering why she's done. This just, take a look at everybody. Everybody. I wish I had the full cast photo. I really do, but I don't. But you guys can imagine it. Kimmy wasn't there for. Maurice wasn't there. Maurice, let me tell your bald head ass something real quick. You got a lot of nerve trying to act like somebody other than yourself can mess up your character. You've done that yourself. DUIs, 6 women in one night. My wife rolled over, suffered through it. Who can somebody say something worse than that? Mel mentioned her grandmother passed away from a drunk driver. I saw zero compassion. But I'm going to get back to this picture. Kimmy wasn't there for. Maurice wasn't there for. Tisha and Marcel both has come out and spoken up and said they knew about the revenge P for years. They wasn't there for. We know Martell bald-headed ass wasn't there for. Who else that was on this picture? Destiny with her crazy ass. You wasn't never there for her. You wasn't never a friend. Just like Mel said she'll never spill Tisha's tea. Destiny came out and told every goddamn thing. And you only knew her a good couple years, and y'all wasn't even close. Somebody that gave you $6,000, $5,000. Hold on, guys. But add Destiny to this picture. She wasn't there for her. Add Trish and Ken on the other side. We know the agenda. Carlos didn't give a damn about no damn Trish and Ken. Carlos gave a damn because there was a tie to Martell Holt. Absolutely bring her on this show. Yes. Yes. Wait a minute now. She was in Mel and Martell married her home. Her and Martell probably did something. That's the only reason why they there. Carlos don't give a damn about no Trish, no Ken, or no Marquez. But they add them onto this picture. What did we see? We saw Ken on live talking about Mel and the millimeters. We saw Trish with her non-talking ass trying to form a sentence to say some shit about Mel. Trish, of all people, had the nerve to call Mel garbage. Wait a minute now. Trish, you still married. You done slept with Martell Holt. You done moved the man in the house with your kids. That man said you a broke biatch. You can't even survive without him. Who trash? Can somebody let me know, please? But make no mistake about it, Trish, you were brought on the show to do exactly what you did at that graduation party that Mel said you did. Mel said you know AC. Guess what? They ain't show that. And the reason why Mel feel like they didn't show that is Trish said her full name. I know Ariane. They cut. They only edited out, because Carlos was still trying to see if he was going to be able to continue to milk Mel. But that's why you were there, Trish. And can somebody name one person that's really been there for her? We know the whole Stormy and Mel connection. And again, for me, I've been following Mel before Melometers. So on Facebook, when Mel was shouting out Stormy Steele and Canvas Beauty and carrying the clear Canvas Beauty bag and all of that, I saw Mel being down for Stormy. We know Mel then came back out with receipts that, hey, I got a girl that really want to be on the show. We ended up seeing Stormy on the show. Was Stormy there for Mel? It's like we can't, and that's what's so heavy, and that's what's so sad when you really think about that. Like Mel said when she told Trish, if I'm messy, everybody messy. Because your messy ass just came to me and said, I know Ariane. I've never seen anything like this. You may have one or two people on a reality TV show that just don't rock, but the whole damn cast and the, in quotation marks, creator, hell yeah, I get up out of there. What would they be willing to do next? That type of anger, that type of hatred. Yeah, I'm going to exit the building. Somebody going to get hurt. Y'all going to kick. I have to say that for another day. Somebody going to get hurt. It's very, very sad for me that people have been willing to sell their souls for the devil. But I'm going to tell you this, the commentary won't stop. And we don't even, I don't. Now, let me stop saying we. I don't even have to cover the next season. But I can guarantee you there will be concrete evidence to support her decision of why she got the fuck up out of there. Kimmy, you want me to bring out all yours? I will. Tisha, yours. Marcel, I'll go back. Yes, I will. Y'all done iced this lady out. And like she said, made the victim the villain, and it's low down and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Tisha, she ain't even told your shit. And I bet you I'm thinking about leaving Martha. Can you let me know what the bother you used? I bet you that was the conversation. I'm thinking about leaving Martha. Here it is. She ain't even told your shit, girl. It's crazy. It's hurtful. But as I said at the start of this, heavy is the head that wear the motherfucking crown. And make no mistake about it, that crown is, has been, and will continue to be on the head of Melody Shari. None of y'all can't fit it. If so, we would have seen some shit by now. Heavy is the head that wear the crown, but guess what? She's still wearing it. Yes, she is. And will continue. So it's scandalous, man. I got to get out of here. But another thing that Mel said that was absolutely true, and in my years of living, I'm that way now as well. I'm like a introvert. I don't know who the fuck I'm getting. And I ain't, somebody gonna get hurt. So yeah, I'd rather be, and believe me, I was an extrovert, popular as hell all my life until a couple years ago. Cause you run around cool, you end up running into people that have ulterior motives. People that hate you, Destiny, for no damn reason. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I mean? So it's sad. It's sad. MD Hill, thank you so much for gifting 5 Cutie Crew memberships. If you were given a membership or gifted, excuse me, a membership by MD Hill, I hope you guys said thank ya. But to the new members, Ebony, Cake Lady, Pisces, Kim, Miss Sugar Sweet has been a member for 22 months. Thank you, Miss Sugar Sweet. Let's see. I think that's it for the new members. Shout out to you guys. Daughter of Israel, thank you so much for the super chat. The cast sold out for Fame and Crumbs, child. Yeah. And yeah, we ain't gonna discuss shit, but Nell Fletcher, we gonna let you try to act like you, girl, if you made the decision. It's people like me that ain't got my mama no more, and that shit angers me. I'm just gonna keep it real. If you made the decision to leave your mama sad, to go sit in a cheetah's face. But you ain't gonna blame him. I'm gonna put that on Mel. Nell Fletcher was bogus in this last episode. Cause when I go to her events, I don't leave early. But Mel said, even with leaving early, Nell Fletcher was okay, girl. Wait a minute though. Before you go, make sure let's take some pictures. But for the devil, you will go ahead and say that shit on TV. Sold they soul, child. Each and every one of them, if they had one to begin with. For me, Destiny ain't never had one. I don't know if it's due to her upbringing, her lack of having her a mother figure for probably all of her, young life and young adulthood and all of that. I don't know what's going on with Destiny. She's soulless. And I will be putting some papers on your ass if you said I groomed you. And you lucky it just be papers. That's some low down soulless shit. And I'm sorry. As for me, the rest of them is in the same damn boat. Before I felt like Mel made a decision, I've been screaming that. We ain't seen not one of these women really be there for her since season one. That's some scary shit. Go away from me with this. If you rock like that in your real life, and if you a subscriber, go ahead unsubscribe. If you rock like that and you a member, go ahead and cancel that membership. I don't want none of that around me. That's scandalous. That's soulless. That's soulless. So, Cutie Crew, I will see you guys in 3.5 hours, 7:30 Central. We already know what we gonna be discussing. You guys make sure to meet me there. And but to you guys, Miss Said Rich, thank you for the super chat. Danya, they all have been trying to give Mel spot, period, and gonna keep trying. Child, heavy is the head that wear the crown. We gonna see a whole different level of acting, child. Because goddamn it, if they had a chance at the crown, they would have been got that. We see Destiny trying to uh give extra. I said dog walk. Girl, what the what are you doing? What is the theatrics for? I meant that. I meant, girl, if you don't sit your love and hip hop ass on down somewhere with that scripted ass shit, it wasn't even that serious. But Destiny trying to earn that little pay, child. Yes, thank you, daughter of Israel. I agree. Miss Sarah Rich, thank you. C Rich, thank you, thank you. Thank you all. I'ma properly thank you guys. Yeah, Tara, go away from me, child. If you're not, who child? I don't want none of that. I don't even want to have conversation with people like that. If you rock like that, take your ass on. I'm willing to lose a couple subscribers if y'all just not, you know, y'all don't want no soulless folks around me. Go ahead on somewhere, you know. So again, I'm ending this with what Mel said. What once was castmates of hers. That's past tense. She didn't say my current castmates, my fellow castmates, people who once was her castmates. She done. She's done. Thank you, Purple Queen. Yeah, she gone. And I'm excited for her future. I know we'll see a lot again. You know, they didn't dim her light and all this time, and it's not gonna happen now. It's not. Carlos, whatever you saw in her, because what you said then, I gotta go. What you said then, Carlos, was when I saw her, I knew she was a star. When I saw her, I was mesmerized. When I saw her, you ain't say Tisha, you ain't say Kimmy, you ain't say Destiny, Nell, Fletcher, Storm. You said when you saw her. And because of her, and I'm not going to take no credit from this man, but because of her, you've been able to rebuild. Love and Marriage Transfer, the number one show on. The number one show on. Why? How? How did it get there? Damn show wasn't a story of Marceau and Tisha. Damn show wasn't a story of Kimmy and Maurice. Destiny was fat. She say she wasn't. Just like Carlos say he wasn't from Bravo. She was gone. And he gone from Bravo. It was for one person who came out here and gave the world her truth. And this how y'all repay her. Making the victim the villain child. It's crazy. Let me get out of here. Shout out to Melody Shari. I said this and I continue to say it. If she rocking, I'm rolling. Period. Period. Okay. So that's that. 41 Fed, I saw you over in Mel's Live. And when I tried to reply and say hi, your comment had went up. But hey, sis, how are you? Shout out to all of you guys that joined me. As I mentioned, to the new members, 7:30 Central. The members only live is already scheduled. We will continue to have this conversation. Shout out to the cutie mods. Shout out to the cutie crew. If you sent me or a cash app or super sticker, thank you. And I'm going to end it on this. Mel said that she had had discussions with the producers, as far as bringing on other people tied to her, focusing on her family and her brother and his wife and Miss Van and all type of shit. It was shut down. It was shut down, child. Why is the question. So yeah, workplace retaliation and icing out is real. And it's really against the law. Okay? So whatever she needs to do, baby, I know I would ASAP. If it ain't already in the work, and I think it's in the work, child. We'll see. We rocking and we rolling and we rolling and we rocking. Period. Period. So again, for anybody that need a reminder over my way, I'm going to go ahead and say it again. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. And shout out to the Blueprint, also known as Melody Shari, and whatever you got coming down the pipeline. You know we are there to support. Period. Freeing up some time for her anyway. She's sitting there doing this goddamn show. She could have been other places. So we are excited about Mel's future. And you guys just continue to pray for her. And what I saw was a strong Black woman. You know, a lot of us, we're going to hold their head held up high no matter how we're feeling. That's what you're going to get from us. And I did see for myself a hurt heart. But you got this, Mel, and we got you. All right? I'm out of here, guys. Thank you guys again for joining me. Shout out to my new mic, child. I hope it worked okay. I don't go back and listen, but I'll definitely try to listen. But hopefully it went well. And I'm out of here. Thank you guys again for joining me. Thank you, Tyra. I'll see you in a couple hours, sis. All right. Thank you guys again for joining me. Let me finish up my work day. But I'll see you guys in a couple hours to the Cutie Crew. All right. Chat with you guys soon. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT.